still couldn't believe it when Ridge told me that Stephanie was abused by her own father.
Yeah, it's true.
It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, Stephanie is such a strong, self-assured woman.
But it does explain her need to control everything and everyone in her life.
And her need to protect her own children. Ridge told me that her father beat her with a belt.
Yes.
I don't really understand, though, because Stephanie always talked about her father as being a good dad, and he was a pillar of the community.
Until he had too much to drink or a bad day.
That would explain her temper.
Well, her mother was no prize either.
Well, obviously not, since she wanted everybody to think that she was dead.
And she had absolutely no intention of ever seeing her again until I convinced her she wouldn't get any healing until she confronted her.
Because Anne knew what was going on and she didn't do anything to stop it?
Anne wouldn't even acknowledge that anything was happening.
That is so sad. I understand what it feels like to be abandoned by your own father. And sometimes I feel like my life has been a whole reaction to my father walking out on me. Maybe Stephanie's life has been a reaction to her father abusing her.
That's exactly what it is. But at least now she's facing reality, and her life is about to change dramatically.
Well, not just her life. Eric's life. And her children's lives as well. I always wondered why Stephanie was so angry. I just assumed it was me. That she was jealous of the relationships I had with the men in her family.
Not all of her anger was misplaced, but it does help explain why she went to such lengths to get you out of Ridge's life. I mean, she just has this uncontrollable need to control her family.
Do you think she'll be able to let go a little bit now?
That kind of change doesn't happen overnight, but it is a start. You know what I find most amazing about Stephanie is that she chose on her own to break this cycle of abuse. I mean, the only good thing about the way she's handled this is that she did become overly protective. Not that that doesn't create problems of its own. The damage of abuse trickles down family generations for a long time unless it's broken. We have this saying in therapy, there's no excuse for abuse. And a lot of people think that just means physical abuse, but also verbal abuse is very damaging. If a child is told that they're stupid constantly, or they're shamed for making a mistake, or they're told that they're worthless, it literally shatters their identity. No child should ever have to go through that. I don't think any kind of abuse should be tolerated.
No, it's true. Not physical, not verbal. To any child, not ever. We, as parents, we need to be responsible and protect them. And if we don't, who will?